Welcome back. Look around the region right now. Partly sunny skies for most of us. Still pretty warm. Low to mid 80s, couple upper 80s out there. Dublin, we're still at 88, but hasn't been a bad day. It's not like it's been muggy. That's the big thing. Is after the cold front came through Monday, while it's been warm outside, it hasn't been sticky. And then on top of that, it's been a little breezy, which has helped to take the edge off of that heat. Still nothing going on with our radar. That should remain the case through tonight and into tomorrow. And finally, we'll start to see rain odds uptick a little bit again. So as we go forward, temperatures will continue to drop. We'll keep it in the 80s while the sun's out, and then it's going to drop pretty rapidly temperature-wise. We could see lows for a lot of us in the mid to upper 50s. We'll get there in a second. Do keep in mind that even if it is a cooler night, the mosquitoes will still be out. We've been writing that story on dengue fever. On top of that, they spread things like, malaria. Not a big issue here in the U.S., but how about West Nile virus and Zika virus? Those are also things mosquitoes spread. Also, the itch isn't a very pleasant feeling either. So wear your insect repellent. Be smart. 56 for our overnight low tonight. If you watched earlier at 4, you saw me with the low of 60 here. Why did I change it? Because we got down to 59 degrees this morning, and we will not be seeing warmer conditions overnight tonight than what we saw last night. It's going to be cooler and drier. The wind's still been out of the northwest, so a lot of mid to upper 50s out there. Montezuma 59, Barnesville, Jackson joining Macon at 56. We got 56 as well in Sandersville. How about Sparta 54? That's our cool spot. I mean, these numbers are 5 to 10 degrees below the normal average low temperature that we see this time of year, especially the northern parts of the region. A little closer to normal, but still below it in our southern counties. We'll see more of those lower 60s. So as we head into the back half of the week, a little more cloud cover is expected for our Thursday with a couple of shower chances, maybe a small thunderstorm in there, but most of us will stay dry. I don't think we're going to see any rain on Friday. It will be a sunny day, slightly warmer than tomorrow. Back to the mid to upper 80s again because of less cloud cover, but we see more of that cloud cover return again over the weekend, and coming with it will be a few isolated storms in the afternoons and the evenings. So here we go. Through the remainder of the evening, we'll see actually a little more clouds kind of move in tonight. It should be a partly cloudy night leading into a partly cloudy day. Again, those rain odds are not going to be super high tomorrow, but I cannot rule out a shower or a storm. Now, that being said, I don't think we're going to get up to 87 and make it. I've got us topping off with a high of 84 tomorrow. We're going to be below average the next couple of days, even though on Friday we do have a little bit less cloud cover, despite the fact that this model is currently insisting that it's going to be a cloudy day on Friday. Just a reminder, it was also insisting that today was going to be a cloudy day and hinted that there would be rain, and that most certainly has not come to fruition. So do be mindful of that, which should be a pretty nice end to the week. It is not first Friday, though. That will be next week. This Friday is the final day of May. So with that being said, we'll get up to 84 tomorrow with a chance for a shower in there, and that wind out of the west-northwest, and most of our temperatures should be in those mid-80s pretty firmly. We'll be more towards those upper 80s in our southern counties. Your extended forecast is coming up in 10 seconds. Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is brought to you by Volume Chevrolet. So there isn't any day coming up where the rain odds are excessively high. Right now, I've got us at a bunch of 20%. You may see those fluctuate to 10%, maybe 30% or 40% as we go forward. We're talking your spotty, isolated storms in the afternoons and evenings that you see a lot during the summer, but it is going to be a relatively cloudy weekend, which is why those temperatures are going to stay a bit lower.